After Pat Sajak's recent return to Wheel of Fortune, fans have spotted an issue with Ryan Seacrest's hosting. Ryan, 49, took over as host on Wheel of Fortune in September following 78-year-old Pat's retirement in June. When Ryan first took charge, some fans were quick to pick holes in his hosting style because Pat was such an icon. But viewers have come around and they now love Ryan fronting the show. However, some have noticed an issue when Ryan hosts, saying his height can be jarring when standing next to the contestants. Ryan is 5'8" and Pat 5'10", but despite the 2-inch difference, fans claim that with Pat, the difference with the contestants was not as stark. Taking to Reddit to discuss the heights of the hosts, one person wrote, "He could definitely use some heels in this episode. Literally every single contestant was at least an inch or two taller than he is." Pat wasn't exactly a basketball player himself, but I never noticed such a stark difference like today. "Haha, we noticed that at my house too tonight," agreed one person. "LOL, I said the same thing," added another. The original poster then added, "The jury is still out for me on Ryan. Actually, he's doing better than I thought he would, but some things just rub me the wrong way. TBH, I don't care much about his height, but tonight it was a bit off." Someone else then said, "I thought Pat would stand on something to make him at least as tall as most of the contestants. Today when I noticed Ryan was shorter than all of them, I interpreted that as he didn't feel a need to make himself taller." But some fellow WF fans weren't happy with the body shaming that was going on in the forum. "Why short shame?" asked one. While another added, "Let's not body shame. He's personable, nice to contestants, and keeps the show moving at a good pace. If you don't like him, watch something else." Pat's recent return. Returning for an episode of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, Pat made a comeback to the franchise this week. On Monday, fans were overjoyed to see Pat back on the iconic set accompanied by longtime co-host Vanna White. "Great to see Pat back in action," penned one fan at the time. Another said, "Love Celebrity Wheel of Fortune. Great seeing Pat also. Looking forward to solving the puzzles." The celebrity special of the show saw the celebrity contestants play for their chosen charities. Chance the Rapper played for SocialWorks, legendary singer Dionne Warwick played for North Jersey Community Research Initiative, and Lil Jon played for Open Paths Counseling Center. Chance ended up winning the game and in turn, he took home an eye-watering amount of money for his chosen charity. The rapper won $139,300. The transition from Pat Sajak to Ryan Seacrest as host of Wheel of Fortune has undoubtedly been one of the most talked about changes in television in recent years. Fans of the iconic game show were accustomed to Sajak's wit, dry humor, and effortless charm, making his departure a bittersweet moment. When Seacrest, a household name with years of hosting experience, was chosen as Sajak's successor, many felt that his polished style would inject new energy into the show. However, in the months since Seacrest's debut, a growing number of viewers have expressed concerns over what they believe to be a stark issue that they never noticed during Sajak's tenure. This revelation has sparked online debates, with many fans saying they didn't realize the extent to which Sajak's unique hosting style shaped Wheel of Fortune until Seacrest stepped into the role. One of the first aspects of Seacrest's hosting that fans noticed was the lack of warmth compared to Sajak. Wheel of Fortune had always been more than just a game show for viewers. It was an experience, one that made fans feel like they were part of a welcoming, family-friendly environment. Sajak's laid-back demeanor created a sense of intimacy between him and the contestants. His gentle teasing, comforting words, and occasional sarcastic remarks always made it seem as though the players were more than just contestants on a game show, they were friends. Seacrest, on the other hand, while undoubtedly professional and engaging, has a more polished and scripted vibe. His quick-paced, upbeat style, which worked well on American Idol, hasn't quite translated the same way on Wheel of Fortune. For some, Seacrest's rapid-fire questioning and occasional overenthusiasm have left a noticeable gap in the tone that Sajak set. "I never realized how much Pat's subtle, calming presence was a part of the show," said one fan on Reddit. "I thought Seacrest was a great choice at first, but now I feel like he's just going through the motions, and there's no heart in it." The timing difference. Another stark issue that has emerged is the difference in pacing between Seacrest and Sajak. Pat Sajak had a knack for reading the room. His timing, especially when it came to the pauses after a contestant solved a puzzle, was impeccable. The show had a rhythm, a pace that kept audiences engaged, yet relaxed enough to enjoy the moments of suspense. Seacrest's pacing, on the other hand, has felt slightly off to some viewers. It's faster, with fewer of the long, pregnant pauses that gave the show its signature dramatic tension. Instead of allowing the contestants moments of excitement to build, Seacrest sometimes jumps in with a rapid-fire next question, which some fans feel disrupts the flow of the show. "I always thought Pat's pauses were a natural part of the show," said another viewer. "They allowed you to soak in the moment. Ryan's pacing feels rushed. I get it, he's trying to keep the show moving, but it doesn't give you the chance to really enjoy the suspense." This difference in timing has led some fans to feel that Seacrest's version of Wheel of Fortune lacks the emotional highs and lows that made Sajak's hosting so memorable. The sense of suspense in a close game, or the excitement when a contestant finally nails the puzzle, seems muted under Seacrest's fast-paced delivery. The humor disconnect. Pat Sajak's sense of humor was subtle, with an edge of sarcastic wit that added a layer of complexity to the show. His dry humor, often delivered with a deadpan expression, was a hallmark of his hosting. Whether it was a quip about a contestant's puzzle-solving ability or a witty remark during a slow round, Sajak's humor was a consistent and comforting presence for fans. Seacrest, while certainly no stranger to humor, has a different comedic style. His jokes tend to be more broad and upbeat, catering to a wider audience but lacking the nuance that Sajak was known for. Many fans have commented on how they miss the more real humor that Sajak would deliver with a subtle smirk. "I miss how Pat would make little jokes that weren't overly obvious," another fan commented. Seacrest's jokes are more playful in a way that feels almost scripted. "I liked Pat's snarky remarks because they felt like something a friend would say." The personal connection. One of the biggest factors that has made fans nostalgic for Sajak is the personal connection he seemed to have with both the contestants and the audience. Over the years, viewers grew accustomed to the warm, reassuring voice of Sajak.